Welcome back to another episode of Positive Solutions for Life. This is Peggy Meyer. Today, it's story time. I'm going to share with you a story of the real St. Nicholas. So let's get ready. I invite you to pause and imagine with me. The lights are dimmed. There's a soft glow flickering from the fireplace. Outside, the world feels cold and busy. But right here, right now, for a few minutes, everything is calm. This is a story passed down through centuries, a story about a man whose quiet kindness still warms hearts today. This is the story of St. Nicholas. Long before red suits and reindeer, long before shopping lists and wrapping paper, there lived a man named Nicholas. We don't know everything about him. History doesn't give us many details. But what we do know is that he was born around 270 AD in a seaside town in what is now Turkey. He grew up during a time when following Jesus was dangerous. Being a Christian could cost you your freedom or your life. Nicholas lost his parents while he was still young, but they left him something rare for that time: wealth. And Nicholas did something unexpected with it. He gave it away quietly. Nicholas believed that kindness didn't need an audience, so he gave in secret. There is one story, one legend, perhaps you've heard it before, that has been told and retold for generations. There was a family with a poor father, and he had three daughters. He had no money to provide dowries for them, which meant their future was uncertain and dangerous, and likely put them at risk to resort to prostitution to get the money needed. Nicholas's heart was moved. Late at night, when everyone was sleeping, Nicholas walked quietly to their home and dropped a small bag of gold through the window. He did it again the next night, and then a third time. But this time, legend says the father caught him. But the father was sworn to secrecy and revealed the truth only after Nicholas died. Three gifts, three lives changed. No name attached, no thanks expected. Just love, delivered quietly in the dark. Nicholas performed many, many generous deeds and prayerful intercessions in secret. Nicholas became the Bishop of Myra. The people loved him, not because he wore fine robes, but because he lived with an open heart. It said that his door was always open, open to children. He was gentle. To the poor, he was generous. To the grieving, he gave comfort. To the wrong, he defended them. He was a disciple. He gave out of love for the Lord and to bring glory to Christ. He devoted his life and possessions to preaching the gospel. Many miracles are attributed to him. Sailors whispered prayers to him during storms at sea. Parents entrusted them with their children's future. The hungry found food. The desperate found hope. Nicholas didn't just teach faith, he lived it. When Nicholas died around December 6th, his story didn't fade. It traveled from village to village, from country to country, from generation to generation. Children began receiving small gifts on his feast day. not because Nicholas wanted attention, but because people wanted to remember what he stood for. Someone who loved Jesus and was generous with his time and treasure. In the Netherlands, his name softened into Sinterklaas. When Dutch families crossed the ocean to the New World, they carried the story with them, and tucked it into their traditions, whispered into their children's dreams. Over time, Sinterklaas became Santa Claus. The coat grew red, the beer grew white, the story grew bigger. But at its heart, it was still about a man who gave. And there's a legend I love, one that may not be historically true, but feels deeply right. When Nicholas was still a boy, he was asked a simple question: Who are you? And he answered quietly, Nicholas, the sinner. Not a hero, not a legend, just a man, a boy who needed grace. Nicholas understood something we forget during the rush of Christmas. The greatest gift was never meant to be gold or toys or wrapped boxes under a tree. The greatest gift was Jesus. Jesus is the reason for the season. So today, as the fire crackles and the world outside seems a little quieter, I invite you to carry St. Nicholas with you, not as a character, but as a calling. Be someone who gives quietly when no one is watching. Choose generosity over excess. Let your kindness be a light in someone else's darkness. You don't need to do something big. Sometimes the most powerful gifts are the ones given softly, late at night, with no name attached. So enjoy the stockings. Laugh with the people you love. Sip something warm, but don't forget, the true spirit of Christmas lives in simple acts of love, freely given. That is the legacy of St. Nicholas. And it's a legacy we can all carry with us. So thank you for spending this quiet moment with me on the Positive Solutions for Life podcast. May your heart be warm. May your home be peaceful. May you find joy in giving, just as Nicholas did, celebrating Jesus, the reason for the season. Merry Christmas, everyone.